Okay, good morning, everyone. So in the yesterday class, we discussed how to send data from templates to views and from views to template again, right? That entire flow we discussed. And also, I have assigned one task using DTL, means Django Template Language. Conditionally, you have to perform this task like reading two numbers from the front end. And you're going to display that two numbers data in that display.html template. And also you have to compare the two numbers. Whichever the number is big, you have to display that biggest of two numbers. How many have done? I think one or two shared me correct answer. Okay, good. How many not done? What is the issue? Like where you're facing problem? Yes. I'm not getting. Hmm? See, you are given here slash number. It is a URL, but in the URL list there is no slash number. Here, click me is there. Okay, you have to give this one in the URL. Yes, understand the errors, then you have to fix it. Okay, it is very simple concept actually. Let's do it quickly because whoever not done or maybe having some issue, they will come to know what is the where they are going wrong. Correct. So let's do this. So this flow is understand, that requirement is understand for everyone. Like already I have the project, right? In that only we can do this modification so that it will save our time also, right? So whoever done already, help me out and give me whatever the things we are going to do here, right? So first thing, okay, yeah. So listen here. I will change accordingly this requirement. Okay. Instead of login here, I'll make this as home, right? I'll make this as home. And here, when my first request comes, this home should be called. Correct, na? So on the time I am sending this login.html. So we'll change this as home.html. Okay, simple. And in the templates also, change that login.html into home.html, right? Where is the rename? Okay. Yeah. So it should be home.html. Refactor. Done. So once it is done, I think we have to change this, apply these changes in the URLs as well, I think. Or yeah, here we have to link to home actually. Correct. Everybody following, right? After this, it is routine. We are doing same thing. Now, instead of student login function, we are not going to log in doing it. Like we are getting the numbers, right? We'll change this also. Like we'll call this function name as calculate. Okay, otherwise I can make it simple. Biggest or big of two number. Okay, so any name doesn't matter here. Okay, let's copy this name of the function, and where you have to change here now. You have to link to, first of all, in our, yeah, here, URL. And again, this one also will change this, like URL mapping, like what we can give here, like display big something, okay? Display big, okay? Now this URL, you are going to use where? In the action part, okay? In the action part of our display.html. Is it correct? No, in the home.html, we are using action, right? Here we have to change that, paste it. Okay. And here we have to change accordingly as per our requirement. Like we'll make this as number, right? And this one I'll make that as the first number. Simple thing. And name will give simple like FNO, like first number, and placeholder first number. Okay. Same way for second number. Okay. Second number, and type should be number. Name also like SNO, I'll give simple. Then this one placeholder also second number. Okay. And here instead of login, what I'll do, big number, something. Okay, makes sense. We'll keep this button name as big number. After this, okay, if I do this much, now we have just renamed the functions and map the URL. That's it, nothing else. Okay. If I execute this code, na, actually in my display.html, you have to check here, and also like in views.py also, we are going to change here. Like we are not having email here. We have FNO. Whatever the, oh, sorry. Yeah. Whatever the name you are using in the template, na, that name you have to refer actually, right? How to refer? FNO I am using here. Again, here I am using SNO. And we can change this as first. Okay. Num. Okay. Simple. Then second num. And this first num and second num have to send here like FNO. Then first num. Understanding this context, right? I have to send in the context form. Second num. This much we discussed yesterday. Nothing else. Like same thing I'm following. Now, anyhow, my server is running. Let's open it. Whether that changes is applied or not, we have to check, right? I can see my UI is get changed, and let me enter the number 100, 200. Then when I click the big number, it's taking me to the display big and username, the password. Okay, there I did not change in my display.html, right? See, if you understand the flow, you can do where I have to need to change what, in which place I am doing mistake. That thing you have to understand actually, right? So without mistake, you will like you will not able to do actually. If you get the errors, if you go somewhere mistake, na, that is good. First time, second time. Well, you have to understand how to overcome that mistake. That is the developer thing actually. Now, here, yeah, I think display.html have to change. Instead of user email, I just mention as first number according to the, and what is the name I have given? FNO in the dictionary format, right? Understanding? Again, in our, yeah, this is the second number, okay, SNO, right? Now it should work accordingly. When I just maybe, yeah, it's working. But let me bring it to down, like the next line, I can use directly BR tag. Normal HTML thing, right? So let me refresh again. It's coming down, like one line by line, right? So it looks good until this. It is same thing as yesterday what we discussed. Now I have to filter now among these numbers. Whatever the numbers user will enter, I have to check which is the biggest or maybe which is the smallest or whatever. You have to do conditionally some checking, right? That will be done by what? DTL language conditional statement. Now where I have to put the condition statement? In this page, display.html. I have this data. First number, second number, I have all the variable. I have to check the condition now. Correct. So that will be done here now. After this, I can say here H2 something, okay? The biggest number. Okay. Here, anyhow, the biggest number you have to pass. Before, this is a placeholder just, right? Before that, I have to calculate which is the biggest number programmatically, conditionally, right? So what will you do now? You'll be using DTL language. So first, what is the syntax for if condition? You'll be opening curly braces and putting percentage, then if, correct? Then space, okay? Then you're going to compare this FNO with SNO. FNO greater than SNO. Okay, and one more thing, here we don't use conventional Python syntax like if condition colon then indentation block. No, okay, and don't mess with that syntax here. This syntax is simple. Inside that DTL tag, you are going to use the code like if condition then close. Then in the body, you are going to display what data you want to do. Like that, right? Now you end this block like this. I mean, condition header. That is the condition header now. Okay. Now inside, if this condition is true, what I should print or maybe display, right? I should display now. Biggest number is correct. This is the one I want to display. Okay. Which one now? According to this, biggest number will be FNO. I am comparing with SNO. So answer will be FNO. Makes sense, correct? When FNO is biggest greater than SNO, answer is FNO. Then what else? Go for else, correct? Else keyword. For else, nothing comes with the condition and all, nothing we have to do. Just display the remaining one. That's it. I just copy this line and change the output variable SNO. Okay. Correct. Okay. Now let's come back to, sorry. Correct. Thank you. Now, as per the condition statements logic or maybe syntax, you have to end the block. End of the block. Otherwise, you'll get the error actually. So where you will end after all the if and elif and else, after that, you have to end. What is that syntax? Space, end if. Correct? The space should be there between that. Now save that and get back to you. Now what I'll do, I will go, yeah, refresh this, give the values here now. Like let me give 10, 20. Okay, click big now. I'm getting somewhere mistake. Could not pass the reminder greater than SNO from FNO, this statement, right? So here, could not pass the reminder means here the syntax what I'm following, I have to give between the, like, you have to give it the space actually, right? Let me come back here. Where is that? Yeah. Okay, let's check now. Yeah, that spacing, everything is matters for the DTL language, right? Now you can see among 10 and 20, biggest number is 20. Same way, if you give other numbers, you can check it. Maybe if I change this to 100, it should work accordingly. Okay, simple, right? Understood. Yes. Maybe again, where is that? We'll reload first, okay? We'll give now remaining 100, 20. Why it's coming 20? Second number. Okay, we'll go for elif now. Let's try. Elif SNO greater than FNO. Then we'll print SNO, right? Save it. Okay. Let's give now. First number 100, second number 20. Man, what is the issue? Everything is correct, right? SNO greater than FNO, FNO greater than. Can anyone find out what is the issue? Okay, let us. Okay. Yeah, I got it now. Thing is, when we are reading this, right? One more thing I forget to inform you guys. Here, yeah, when we are reading this input tags, always it will treat as textual format. Now, when I'm comparing these things in the display, it is not working like a numbers. It is comparing like a text actually. I mean string. Okay. So that is the issue. It is always printing that. So we have to convert this actually, right? So that conversion, like type conversion, we have to do in our this one. You have to keep this one inside int function. Okay. Then it will become integer number, right? Okay. So it is going to solve the problem. Let's try. In the views, right? We have to convert that numbers, right? If it is a string, no problem. It is a number, we have to convert as a integer. Same thing we'll do in the JavaScript also. When we are reading, we'll convert, right? Same thing. Okay. So now let's give some number, same number we'll try. It should work accordingly. Yes. So that was the issue. While parsing, you have to convert back. Okay. So done. You can check this update conversion. You have to convert here. Everyone understood? Okay. So this is how you are going to use the condition. Now we'll understand how to use loop also, like for loop thing, right? You used which one? Button. Yeah, but for button also it will work, but in that case you have to do other code. Like you have to give the action in the different way. Like JavaScript also you have to use and give the event action like that, right? So directly submit means it will take. Correct. Done. Okay. So anyone tried how to use loop also? No. Okay. So sometime what happens, we may require to get a collection of data. That collection of data I have to iterate. So in that case, loop is required, correct? So let's do today how to work with the loop, right? So let me show you syntax for using for loop first, right? Okay. So what? For the existing project only, I am adding one more variable that is like a static variable I have defined. See here, courses. Okay. This is the, I'm not taking from the front end. It is statically I am defining here all the courses I am defined as a list of courses. Python, Java, .NET, Django, Spring Boot, something, right? Now, these courses in the form of list collection, in my display, I have to iterate this courses list and I have to print one by one. This is the requirement. Okay. So for doing that, what we'll do? Among this F number and S number context, you will be sending these courses also to the template. Okay. That courses data also I am sending. Courses : courses. Now, this key, courses key, you can use in the template for looping. That is the thing you have to understand. Okay. So now you can change this code in the views, right? Go to views and after the second number, add this thing. Courses is equal to all these courses you mentioned as a list. Then in the render function, context, add this context also. Courses : courses. Okay. Let me do this. I'm talking about here, add the courses is equal to list format, right? Python, comma, Django, AI, ML, okay. Then Java. Then okay. What else we have? Web tech. Okay, something this much. Now these courses I have to send here. After this second number, courses. Okay. Colon, that variable, courses variable. In the context, I am sending to display.html now, so that I can access that courses in the display.html, right? Okay. So now go to display.html and write the for loop there. That is the thing we want to do. Okay. Okay. Let's do this now. Go to display.html. After this, I can have one heading like my courses list. Okay. Or below. Now we have to start loop code here. Correct. So now, as you know, DTL, you have to start with for looping and condition, all this control statement, it will be start like that. Then syntax like keyword you have to use for loop. Give the iterating variable. Same thing. For iterating variable in collection name, same syntax will come, right? I will give iterating variable like course. From the courses, I will iterate each course. Okay. Course in which is the which is the collection I'm sending here? Oh, sorry. In the views, right? Courses, right? This thing you have to put here. That courses you have to put inside this now. After in, then end that block. I mean header. Okay. After this, you're good to print, right? So now this course is a variable now. Iterating variable. How will you print variable in the DTL? With double curly braces. Correct now? Double curly braces you have to use now. Okay. Like this. Course, right? Now end the loop with end if. Sorry, end for. If means end if, for means end for. Okay. Simple. For loop is so much simple. Like for iterating variable in, then collection name, whichever the collection name you are sending to the this template, right? Then after that, you are going to print this iterating variable in the DTL format only. Okay. Let's check this. Up to this, everyone done, right? Let's do this now. Let's go to our home page. Let's enter some data randomly, then big number. Observe, I'm able to calculate biggest number as well as I'm able to list my courses like see Python, Django, AML, Java, Tech, everything is coming. But it is coming in the single line. I want to make it as a next line means what I have to do. Put break, that's it. Simple. Where you will put break? Here. Okay. Refresh. Right? Makes sense. This is how you are going to use the for loop. This is the basic introduction of this DTL thing. Okay. Cool. Everyone understood? Up to this. This one? View. Okay. Everything we can. See, in HTML, whatever the thing you can do, every design you can have here. Because this HTML is separate, Django framework is separate actually, but we are integrating, that's it. Like we can use select, we can use checkbox, we can do radio button, all those things we can do. Okay. Done up to this. Any question here? All clear? Okay. So these things we must practice 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 time until unless you get this syntax familiarity. Okay. You will be using this more and more time in coming projects. Okay. Let's move forward. from here, we'll understand now. Here we understood how to work with the views, how to work with the templates, how to pass the data to the views to templates to views to template, everything is done. And also we got insight of DTL language, how that works with conditions, with loops, right? Now moving forward, we'll explore many other things, right? I would like to give this assignment with if assignment, okay? Like index HTML page should be login page again. Email and password will be entered. Now email and password should go to the views.py that you know. Then from there, you have to pass email and password to the display.html that already till yesterday we are doing. But here only one thing is you have to use the condition in the while displaying. We are not we were displaying email and password directly. Okay, but instead of that, you have to check conditionally whether user entered email is here. As of now, here static data I am giving for comparison. Whether user entered email is info@gmail.com. If that is matching with this info@gmail.com and password is info, you have to say display login successful. Otherwise, you have to say email or password invalid or invalid credentials. This is basic thing. Okay. Now I am given like static data to comparison with condition. But going forward, that data and everything will do dynamically. We'll get from the database. You have to check whether the user is exist. All those things you are going to do. But you have to start with this basic stuff now. Take this photo and do it after the class and share me. Okay. Very easy way. Only condition thing I'm saying to apply. If the email is info@gmail.com and password is info, then only they are going to successful login. Otherwise, no. Okay. Go to display, HTML. Space, give the space for this answer. Yes. Done? Okay. So now, I think we will move forward to the next step. That is one of the one more important concept that what we are going to discuss now. That is the stepstone for our models concept. We can call it as, okay. But I don't introduce directly models. I'll introduce with the object reference. Like we'll see how object we can pass, how object data we can access first. So that will give you insight to the next working with the models, right? So now, listen everyone, we'll talk about now how to pass objects from the views to templates. This is the task. This is the thing. Okay. Now my requirement I will define. Based on that requirement, it is easy to work with it. So first thing is like, I want to pass the object from the views to templates. I have to design the index page where user will enter student details like number, name, and the subject. Index page, these three data I am collecting. Okay. Like number, roll number, let's assume, and name of the student and subject of that particular student. After entering these details, user will check display button. Click the display button. When the user is clicking the display button, the data will go to the views. In the views, we have to create like student object with the information received from the index page. Whatever the data I'm getting, that I have to create as an object and store it. You know concept like class and object, right? In the Python code. Same thing. We have to create object here. How to do? We'll see. No worry. Now, after that, like example, SNY is equal to 1, S name is equal to Ramesh, subject is equal to Django, let's assume. It will be stored as object. Then that object data, entire object data, the student object will be sent to the display page now in the context format. Correct? and we will display the student details in that page. Simple thing, requirement, right? So we'll change accordingly this requirement quickly, right? What we'll do, this is the flow of this requirement. Student number, student name, student subject will be entered. Then it will go to views. In the views, okay, that we are reading all this S number, S name, and S subject. Okay. Of there we are going to create the object of the student. Means to create the object, there must be class. Basic sense. We must create that student class inside the models.py. Okay, inside the models.py. So what are the data I am getting from the front end? Those many fields you have to keep inside the that class. That is the common sense. See, yes number, yes name, yes subject. Presently, I am keeping here in the class student, yes number, yes name, subject. Class definition I am following. That's it. Okay. So now after that, I'm able to create the object for the student object, student class, then display it in the display.html. Simple. Okay. This is the flow. Here, what is extra thing we are doing? Only models we are creating extra, right? And creating an object in the views and passing it. That's it. How to pass also we know. Now thing is how to create the class, how to create the object for the class. That's it. We are going to extra learning here. Okay. I will not take more time. I'll change this accordingly in the existing project. Let's move on. So first thing we have to change inside our home.html. Like I'll mention here, roll number. Oh, sorry. Yeah, roll number. I'll give this like RNO. Just understand. Okay. Okay. Then name, like student name, correct? Student name. Student name should be text, right? Let me change that. And this I will change as name only. S name. S name. Okay. Student name. Okay. What else we want actually? One more thing, right? I just copy that TR. I will add that one more row. Okay. This is like student subject. And that should be text. And I will do this as S subject. Yes, sub. Okay. Student subject. Okay. And here, action, what we are giving here. Display student. We'll make it as generic. Display student. Okay. This action we have to keep inside our URL, right? Display student. Display student. And up next in the views, we are going to change this function name as display student. Oh, sorry. Let's change the function name display underscore student. Okay. Now this name I have to map with URLs. Correct. Here use that display student. Okay. This is already our routine thing I am doing. That's it. Now extra thing we are going to do, that is models creation. Before that, we'll read this data in our views. Okay. Like student number, I have given like S number. Okay. Then student name. Student name, you remove this now. int, right? And s name. Then what else? Student course, right? S course, and remove this. Get from the request that post yes course. Am I correct? Where is that? Home, right? Roll number. Oh, S name. S sub. Okay. So this should be match, right? Otherwise, you'll get problem. S sub, not S course. Okay, S sub. And here maybe student subject. Okay, student subject. Now these things also you have to change accordingly. Yes number. Okay, I mean student number. Yes number. Then student name. I think everyone following, right? Then S name. Then subject. Yes, subject. Okay. Up to this, it's correct, right? But what we have to do next, we are going to create a object. Okay, we have to create here. Here, if you send like this, now it will go like this only. I want to create an object and store it. Before that, creating object, I have to create a class. Where we'll create a class? In my app, there is a models. Go to my app, there is a models.py. Here you will be creating the object. I mean class student. Okay, class student. Class student. Okay, so now we have done this. Observe now, to create the class, your data should be accessible from the object, means you have to initialize the data through the self keyword that you know, I believe. So you have to create here in constructor through the init method, right? Let's follow that approach. Okay, def __ init. And what are the data you are going to get actually? Student number, student name, student subject. That parameter you take, then you initialize now. Self dot student number is equal to student number. Then self dot student name is equal to student name. Okay. Self dot student subject is equal to student subject. Okay, simple. Everyone knows this constructor creation and initializing. Same thing I'm following. In the models, this much only you have to do right now. Okay. After that, I don't want, okay. Come to views now. Now, what I want to do, I want to create an object for this student now. Okay. How will you create object? Class name, parenthesis, whatever the parameters init is having, that you have to pass. Okay. Same thing I will follow now here. I will give like student1 object. What is the class name? Student. Now, whatever the things you have to pass, S number, S name, S subject. So I'll pass here. S number, comma, S name, comma, yes subject. I am getting from the front end. These variables I am passing. Correct, na? Yes number, yes name, yes subject. But I am getting a red line because the student class is present in the models.py other file. I have to import that. Correct, na? Into this views.py. How will you import? I think I can go here and import this from the my project that my app that I'll show that code from my project that my app that models import student. It will work with this also. From the dot models import student with the small optimized syntax also it will work. From the dot models import student. Okay, with this it is going to display, I mean create it. Now it is not necessary to send this individually. Makes sense. I am already grouping into one object now. All those data I am grouping into one object called S1. Now I want to send that object itself. I want to send that objects directly. Like I will make now student. Okay. Yes, data. That I'll give the name as key name. Yes, data means student data. All the data I'm giving inside this is data. Okay. It should be key, right? Yeah. Then the hash data is present in S1 variable. I am passing that S1. Now this object data I want to display in my display.html. Simple. Okay. Now go to that display.html and I will remove unnecessary code here. I don't want first number, second number, everything. And condition check, nothing I want. I want to display here the student list is, okay, something like this. Now for student in what is the name of the object? S1. Okay, S1. S1. Give here S1. See, the object is a collection. Object is a collection. You can iterate. Correct? Now, when you're doing this one, you want to display the student data, means you have to go like this. Student dot whatever the extra things we have here, like student dot s number, student dot s name, student dot s sub, because it is a complex data type. Object is a, right? It is having multi values. You have to use main variable, sub variable. That is the concept. I think you know that, right? I am recalling it. So that my thing is here, display.html. This is the variable reference of my, oh, sorry, student is the variable reference of my S1 object. That is the main variable. Using that main variable, you have to access sub variable now. That is S number. Okay. And student dot yes name. Okay. Dr. Then student dot yes sub. Correct? Dr. Oh, sorry. Curly braces came instead of that. Okay, cool. Right? Now we are done with everything, all the steps now. Let's see this mechanism is working properly according to our requirement or not, right? Let's execute this. Yeah, I'm getting the UI is loading properly. First step. Let's enter roll number like 101. Student name Akshay. Okay. I think here A not should be, right? Yeah. Student subject, maybe data science. I didn't change this one, right? Okay, let it be. Click that. I'm having here some problem. What is that? SNO, multi-value dict, key value error at displayed as student. It's saying that SNO is not there. right? In our, it's raised where actually, observe, exception during, raised during, display.student function. You have to read this actually, where it is happening, how it is, what is happening, right? Go to display dot, display dot student function. Then this SNO is not coming here actually, right? So what is the issue? Now, this is the get request and go to our display.html. Then, observe. Display student, I'll change this, okay? That submit button is there. Post action, display student, no problem. It will come here first. It will load this. Then once that is coming, it is coming here, right? Okay. Am I given this S number? That is the problem, right? Go to this home. I might have given wrong, correct? R number. I mean RNO, correct? These names are very important. See, RNO I have given. I have to use RNO in our views. RNO. I think that is the problem. Now let's get back to the screen. Go back, refresh, and enter the data. Then student subject, DS, okay? Now display student. The student list is, okay? The list data is not coming, right? Let's debug that, right? Quickly. Here response is working fine, 200, okay, no problem, okay? But why it's not coming? We'll check it now. Yes, data. This key is yes data, but in my, I made mistake here. No one noticed. In my for loop, I am using yes1. That is not there. Accessing, correct? I have to use yes data. Whatever the key you'll give here, that key you have to access, correct? So basic problem. Now refresh. Now observe, student object is not iterable. Student object is not iterable. Where? Exception during student object creation time. Okay. So what is this not iterable means? When I'm doing the student object creation, directly it won't take like this actually. Okay. So we have two approach to solve this problem. Okay. One is first you have to create object, then you have to assign the data. Otherwise, you can go like this now. SNO is equal to SNO, then S name is equal to S name, S sub is equal to S sub. This is one approach. Follow. Let's check it now. Okay. Let's do from beginning. 101. Let's give something. Okay. Python. What is the issue? Okay. I think this is not taking. By why it's not taking for me? Same thing we are following, right? Maybe in the display. Yeah, in the display we are doing problem. That is the issue. Let's It's saying that student object is not iterable, means we can directly access this without loop also. That is the thing they're telling. Okay. Like student data, right? S data dot S number, then S data dot S name, then S data dot S sub. Okay, let's do this directly. It may work now. Okay. Yes. So not iterable means that object directly we can't iterable because it is having only one data right now, right? When we are going with forward, connect with model things, now that time we can iterate. Okay. So this is just we are working like how to create a model, how to link it. That's it. In the model.py, we are following normal Pythonic way only, not Django way. Okay. Tomorrow we will discuss how we can implement using Django way. Okay. So complete this task. I mean, practice this and login page I have given that we will complete. Tomorrow we will continue. Okay. That's all for the day. See you tomorrow. Practice well.